Hi, today's assignment is a little bigger. This is 4 pages. When you open it on its learning, it will make a copy for you, so you don't have to worry about sharing it with me or anything. But I do want to go through and do an example or so on each page to get you a good start. So it says use the coordinate plane provided to graph the pre-image and the image given the transformations. So number 1 says to translate triangle ABC with vertices 3, 4. So here's 3, up 4. Oh, I did not take the A. Let's try that again. 3, 4. And then B is 5, 1. And let's move that just a little bit. Okay. Take the B over there with it. And then C is 3, 1. So you can see this triangle. Well, okay. And so then it says to translate it. And so one way you could do that, since you're doing it on Google Slides, is you could highlight all of that. And then if it's going to be translated 5 to the left, click. You can take it over. I know getting back to 0 is 3, 4, 5 to the left, and then 2 down. 1, 2 down. So we just picked up the triangle and scooted it down. So that's how you do that one. So then on here, you will rotate and you will reflect, and then you'll do one where you're dilating. Remember, use the notes that we came up with. The notes that are on page 60 are going to be really helpful for this page right here. Looking at this next page, it says the following figures in each problem are congruent. Determine the sequence between the two congruent figures. So on this one, you just need to tell me if it's a rotation, a reflection, or a translation, or a dilation. So you just go through and you'll answer those. You just click and type the word there. On this one, it's the corresponding sides. So remember, corresponding sides mean that they're going to be in the same position. So you'll see this triangle looks like it could be a right triangle. So that means angle B corresponds with angle I. So when we're just looking at angles, you could say, I like to use the less than sign. So angle B and angle I. And then so think about if you took it and you rotated it, if B is here, then A would be H because they would be in the same position. And then that leaves angle C and angle G. The corresponding sides, that's going to be the side, again, if AC is the hypotenuse, that's going to match up with GH. So AC and GH. And then you have AB here would match up with HI. And then you would have, which one haven't I used yet? BC would match up with GI. And so that's what you're going to do on this problem, or on these two problems, is you're going to practice the corresponding angles and sides. Remember, that just means that they're in the same position on the new shape. Just like in school, I always like to say that the math classes are all corresponding because they're always the first classroom on the left in each of the team hallways. So in the same position, different hallway. Okay, and then on the next page, well, I think there's another page. Is that the last page? Yeah. Oh, I skipped the first page. That's why. So here, this one is kind of cool because it's going to start you with a matching that's very similar to page 60 in your notebook. And then that'll help give you the rules for what you're going to do down here. So like, I'm going to do number 7 with you. If you're going to have the image of 2, 5 reflected across the y-axis, so think about what that means. You're going to take it. Well, I always forget I'm a reflection of you. So you're going to take it and you want to move it to, you want to flip it over the y-axis. So when you do that, it's going to have the same y, like it's going to stay at the 5, but it's going to go from a +2 to a -2. And so it's going to be -2, 5. And the one that is up here is reflection over the y-axis. That means that when you flip it, you're going to have the same y, but you're going to have the opposite x. So it would make, like, you can use that rule. So if we're reflecting over y, it's -x, y. So since it's 2, 5, it's -2, 5. You just change the x and make it the opposite. And remember, the opposite of a negative number is a positive number. So please reach out if you need some help on this. And this is all you have today. So good luck.